Hey guys, this is Starlight Studio. Kind of had a longer day today. I did do some stuff on my own. As you can see, I have like 300 bolts. There isn't the easiest way to farm bolts in this game, so I decided to do that on my own. I didn't want to film that. Even though I've done plenty of filming for Final Fantasy 12. I even tried to limit that because, like, I try to find like a quote unquote faster way to do it. There's no faster way to do this, and I even looked up a couple of things. Yeah, like the method that they're using only works in the hero mode. Otherwise, it doesn't really work. So I have to farm it myself. They don't. They didn't mention that. I'll have to explain that soon. But let me fix all this stuff. I did level up this. I think that was already leveled up. I leveled up that. I think that was already leveled up. I did level up this. And I think that's it. That levels up is kind of hilarious. Some of this stuff doesn't level up. I wish this leveled up and became stronger. I wish I could make this stronger. So they didn't put a lot of thought into this, but I'm supposed to put a little bit more thought into it. Not much more, but just a little more. I think a little bit more thought would have been useful. That's good for that. There. Alright, let's give this a I'm good. Let's give this a go. It's like 7 o'clock. Hopefully I can get this done. Let me try that. Got him.
You did it! It's okay. This is the real Mr. Fizzwidget. Quark had him tied up in a supply closet all this time.
Gentlemen, you have my most profound gratitude.
It was nothing, sir. I'm just sorry we couldn't get the Elixir Warp back. Right. What do you suppose is wrong with it?
I don't know. It could take months of research and
The battery isn't that good.
oops.
Imbecilic to the very last. Young boy.
Just have to amplify the device with Megacorp's TV transponders, and that should cure the other protopaths.
Clank? Oh. It's okay. I can fix her. I promise.
Hey, we got it. All I had to do is upgrade a couple of my weapons. I might try hard mode because this was a lot of fun. Certain things, for sure.
So, what do you like to do for fun? Oh, my goodness. So, whatever happened to Quark?
I heard he was working at Megacorp.
So, you fellas new here? You boys should sign up for the new Probomatic. That little baby queen just something fierce. I just got done testing the full body vaccinator. I am personally sporting a smooth chassis, and there are no tags on my luggage. I like that. Catch you later.
Subject 23A. Please report immediately for crotchetizer testing.
Well, duty calls. All right, fellas, nice and tight now. So you tested it, right? Oh, wait, that's why I'm here. Oh, one more thing.
Welcome back to Behind Venue. Tonight's heroes are the duo.
Yeah, still can't skip this.
Ratchet reporting. I'm on fire.
Okay, so what do we got here? We got the same amount of bolts, and we got. Looks like I still have to. Oh, wait, no, we do have all the things. could be better. I guess this would be the way you could do it legitimately. Now that I've actually beaten the game. I don't know how. I'll go to 8 o'clock.
Ratchet checking in, sir.
Ah. Okay. Nice. Okay. This game has got interesting. Okay, so like levels up again. I don't like the way this is set up though. Oh, I see. Make a decoy. That's hilarious. does give me more. Oh, there you go. That's pretty much what I was asking for. Cool. Oh, does it like go down? That's kind of interesting.
comes first. Shirts and shoes are required when shopping at Megacorp. Megacorp is pleased to announce a 3% employee discount on all Megacorp merchandise and small discount apply.
Okay, they can't do that yet.
Ratchet, come in.
Thank you for choosing Megacorp, where our customers come first. Thank you for shopping at Megacorp. Please visit us again.
The most powerful fighter in the galaxy drowns in a swamp. Well, that ending was highly irregular. Okay, done the first area, and we're gonna call it there. Thanks for watching, guys. We're gonna keep on exploring hard mode. It looks kind of fun. But thanks for watching. Actually, before I go, I do got the other Ratchet and Clank, so I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to like replay through that, or do I want to continue with Ratchet and Clank? I don't know. I kind of want to see what all these new powers do. Plus, replaying through the game won't hurt because then I'll get a better feel for it. But put it this way, I've grown to appreciate Jak and Daxter by playing it so much. But I can tell you this, without playing it anymore, I definitely like Jak and Daxter more. And the reason why, it's mostly just a gut feeling. What I can tell you is, when I played Jak and Daxter, I liked it immediately. Was it hard? Yes. Was there difficulties? Yes. But I liked it immediately. Like it was, I didn't have to convince myself to like it. I just liked it. I feel like there's something about this game that doesn't quite match up with my personality. I talked about a couple of the talking points. Number one, he doesn't have any physical skills. That's kind of weird. And I feel like the Walloper was stronger in the first game. I thought the Walloper was supposed to be like this strong thing. Like basically, I thought what I was supposed to be doing is sacrificing speed for power and like an AoE attack. But like, no, it's like not really. I still have to attack him equally as much. But I feel like the Walloper in the first game, I almost feel like putting it in. I feel like the Walloper in the first game did more damage. It felt more impressive. I don't know. All in all, there's definitely a huge difference between these two games because I can play Jak and Daxter. I can play the entire game just using the blaster or the rifle. I don't need any other weapon other than the rifle. The other weapons are useful, but I can use just the rifle and play the entire game. Meaning that the rifle is useful. In this game, it doesn't feel all that useful. It did for a while, but at some point, I don't know, sometime in the middle of the game, it stopped feeling useful, and I started spamming the rockets. As a matter of fact, I was looking at the upgrades. I was hoping for like double damage or something, or like fire two rounds, like double damage, or fire two rounds at the same time, kind of thing. It did upgrade the speed at one point. Because when you first start the game, if I started all the way all over again, when you first start the game, it's like kind of slow. It speeds up. So I was expecting like, okay, it sped up. That's good, right? Oh no, not really. And if you want to compare it to the minigun and Jak and Daxter, it's nothing like the minigun. The minigun's way better. That minigun is ridiculous. So like, especially in Jak 3. In Jak 3, like that's the lightning and all that stuff. So like, we definitely had the Tesla coils. Like I don't know which one came first, but whatever. Like, and I understand like they had to do it differently. Don't get me wrong. I understand all that stuff. But at the same time, a weapon is a weapon. Like, they both have nukes. They both have the same weapons. If anything, I think Ratchet and Clank kind of wins because he has a bigger arsenal. Ironically, the next game is like up their arsenal. So yeah, like this guy definitely has a bigger arsenal. But like, just to go to show you, I don't need a bigger arsenal. I just need a good one. Jack and Daxter has a smaller arsenal, but it's better. And now that I'm complaining about stuff, I don't like all of the upgrades for Jack and Daxter. The blasting bomb is okay. I actually kind of got the hang of it, like the Krakenade that he used. I wish he could like throw it a little bit further. And Jack and Daxter 2, those grenades are from the other guys from the Space Marines. Those things are stupid and they have really good aim. I want that thing. I want something I can throw from a distance, but I can't really do that. So like I need like a grenade launcher or something. I don't know, but yeah, the nuke that you get in Jack and Daxter 3 is, oh my goodness, talk about a nuke. Excuse me. But anyway, like I would say Jack and Daxter gets a 90 out of 100, and this gets like an 80 or 85 out of 100. Jack and Daxter is in the lead for sure, but it's not by much. And in no way is Jack and Daxter a perfect game, which is why it gets a 90. It might get a 95, I don't think so. 90 feels more right to me. Jack and Daxter, the first game, is near perfect. The first game is like 95. 95, for sure. There's a good way to explain it. I'm going to start giving it a rating. Jack and Daxter 2 is like a 90. Jack and Daxter 3 is like an 85. The game is better, but the story is a little weird. It feels like they lost the plot a little in the third game, and I think I've seen other people who share that belief. First of all, it's a shorter game, so I've joked about this before. Jack 3 is just a continuation of Jack 2. Like you know how they have like mini missions and stuff like that. It's the mini mission. That's what it is. It's like it's not the actual game. It's just extra. It's like an extra game, right? Like it's not an actual game. It's like an extra game, like Jack Racing. It's like a side quest. It doesn't really. It's not as good as Jack 2. It's nowhere near as good as Jack 2. And it's definitely not as good as Jack 1. So Jack 1 is the best one by far. Jack 2, they increased the difficulty, but as far as games go, I like Jack 1 a little bit more. So between Jack 1 and Jack 2, it's kind of a perfect game. Jack 3 is a continuation of Jack 2, and in certain ways, it's a better game. But all in all, there's something. I do like the desert. I like the fact that we can actually explore the world a little bit more. I like the whole city crawl thing. That was really unique. Like we're trapped in a city and we don't. Our mission is to get out. Kind of interesting. I actually created a D&D campaign like that. We're not trying to save the world. We're just trying to save the city. So it gets out of that whole save the world motif. I mean, we still ended up having to quote unquote save the world because if we didn't stop the metalheads right there, that I'm certain that it would have been the end of the world. I don't think there's some other Jack and Daxter hero in the city next over waiting to stop the metalheads. Actually, I want to create a game like that. That sounds really fun. Called the Heroes Unite or something like that. That's kind of a good idea. But anyway, and then Sly Cooper, the first game, except for a couple things, it's like a 90, maybe 95. I love Sly Cooper. I talked about this before. I love Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper, I might even like Sly Cooper more than Jack and Daxter. That's how much I like it. It's hard. It's hard for me to figure it out. I haven't figured it out. I go back and forth between Jack and Daxter and Sly Cooper. But I do like this game. I'm liking this game. I like this game. I like this game. This is great. It's just, in my opinion, it's the third one. It's the third one. So my favorite one is between Sly Cooper and Jack and Daxter, and then this would be number 3. That's the way I look at it. So like I don't know which one is better, Jack and Daxter or Sly Cooper. I haven't figured it out. I love them both. Story wise, Sly Cooper is better. Game wise, Jack and Daxter is better. That's hard to put into words. I don't know how to put that into words. So like marry the two. This game almost does that. It even adds a little bit of scalar in here, which is interesting. So it even adds a little bit of scalar because he rides the rails and whatnot. So it's like a combination of all things. And meanwhile, they still manage to make it its own game. Between Clank and Ratchet, like it's definitely its own game. Like it's not just a combination of the other ones. It's its own game. The plot was really good in this one, better than the first one. So they made the plot better. Hey, Sly Cooper. They also have Jack and Daxter and Jack and Daxter 2 in here, which is hilarious. But so clearly they knew that they were competing against one another. I feel, although I don't think Sly Cooper mentions the other ones because they're awesome. They don't need to mention the other ones. They're like, we're so cool that we don't even need them. It's like I feel like it's like the well kept secret because people were mentioning Ratchet and Clank, and they were mentioning Jack and Daxter, but nobody was talking about Sly Cooper. I'm like, I like Sly Cooper. I think I like Sly Cooper more, and people were complaining about Sly Cooper, like you die too often. Yes, you do. So first of all, yes, you do. But like, did you forget about the freaking magnet? Did you forget about the lucky horseshoe? Sly Cooper is the only game that I've played that has the ability to stay alive even though you clearly died. I love that. I absolutely love that. I mean, we do have a force field here, but I could still die in specific situations. Probably, I think I would imagine I could still die. I could probably still die in a sudden death area, like when you fall to death. So he can still fall to death. Where Sly Cooper doesn't fall to death. He respawns. That's unique. That doesn't happen very often. I can't think of many video games that do that. Which is unfortunate because they got rid of that in Sly Cooper 2. It's very unfortunate that they got rid of that. It's something that's very unique about Sly Cooper, and they got rid of it. Like, come on. So that was a bad call. And Sly Cooper 2 is an amazing game. It's probably the best one. And Sly Cooper 3, again, they kind of lost the concept a little. I do like the introduction to the new bad guys and the new heroes, etc. And the story was good enough, but something was kind of missing. I don't know I don't know how to put that into words, but like something just felt like it didn't feel. It felt like it was out of nowhere a little, except for with the exception of the ending. The ending is perfect. I love Sly Cooper's ending. It's so good. And I haven't played the fourth one. The ending is great. The ending is amazing. We finally get to see his family fortune. It was so good. It was so good. I like all the bad guys. There wasn't any of these invincible monsters. Hey, it's Jack 2. There wasn't any of these invincible monsters like I just had to fight. I hate that. I hate these invincible monsters. Like, don't get me wrong. I like the understanding of something like that, but like, give me a weapon that can deal with it. At least give me like 3 nukes that way I can take it down to half. Give me like 3 nukes. Get me down to half, like easy, and then I have to whittle it down after that. Like, cut the time that it takes to take that thing down in half. It took me way too long to fight that thing. And Ratchet and Clank, I think I like their final boss better than that thing. If I had to rate like each final boss, so the first final boss for this game is a little bit better, and the second boss was kind of annoying, but like he was like way too tough for his own good, and like and call me crazy, but I don't feel like any of the weapons do any more damage than any of the other weapons. So in Ratchet and Clank, I had a really hard time fighting that guy. But then I realized when you get the golden bolts, you can kill the guy like in 10 freaking seconds. That's what I'm talking about. They lost that. Like if I get the golden weapon, it should be easy. Is it I feel like it should be easy. If you get the golden weapon, that's kind of the whole point of getting the golden weapon. And then what I could do as a player, I could say, hey, I'm not allowed to use any golden weapon. Make it harder for myself on purpose. Or if I want to use one of the golden weapons, I'm only allowed to use the golden rifle or whatever. I'm only allowed to use one of them. I have to stick with the blaster. I don't know, but like this, it would be up to me how hard it is. Instead of like, there's no real option for it to be easy. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but yeah. It's hard to put into words what my favorite game is. My favorite game is most likely Final Fantasy VII. I would not give Final Fantasy VII a perfect score. Um, since I gave a 95 already, I have to give it like a 96 or 97. Does not get a perfect score. I don't think there's a game out there that would get a perfect score. Now there is something wrong with my game specifically, and don't get me wrong, I understand it's an old game and all that stuff. But the fact that it's 3 CDs is really annoying. It seems to me that there's nothing about the 3 CDs that needed to be 3 CDs. So if you don't know, the game is saved on each CD, which is why it's 3 CDs. But if you took the entire game and cut that part out, then I'm pretty sure it fits on 1 CD. Now, I think the CD technology got better and better as you went. For example, I'm quite sure that Final Fantasy XII is a bigger game than Final Fantasy VII. So there you go. And this was a pretty big game, too. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot to look at that. Oh, wow. I think it was around 50 hours. I want to say it was around 50 hours. But anyway, I should have saved a different file. I didn't think about that. Oh, wow. How did I not think of that? Oh, well, that's fine. I'm in hero mode anyway, so it's fine. I mean, I do technically have a second file, but I go, there's no way I would want to start from here. This is like in the middle of the game, I think. Yeah. There's no way I want to start over here. Why did I even say that? Oh, I think I did it by mistake. But anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna get something to eat. I don't know, I kind of had a rough day. I had to take a nap for a while. Went to the gym at least. And I'm loving these games. I have to get more games. I think I might actually be good for a while. I'm glad that I love Ratchet and Clank because one of these games I'm not a big fan of, and I think I got in a couple. So it's really pissing me off that I got a couple games and I'm not a really big fan. Scalar. Scalar was a lot of fun. I'll definitely play that game again. It goes on the list as well. It's not as fun, but it's definitely fun. Like it's a fun little game. I love it. So, I do need to get back to Tomb Raider. Give that another try. Because if it's starting to piss me off, it's like a little bit too hard. So playing some of these other games has helped me like relax a little bit, and it told me to give the other games a try. Why? Because I didn't like Ratchet and Clank at first, and now I bought the whole series. So I love Ratchet and Clank. We're good to go. We have a winner, guys. So definitely got to be trying new games in the future. But until then, see you later.